Friends, I'm very thankful that you all have give your lot of love and affection for my previous videos. Keep watching my videos continuously and keep your learning in process. And today I am back again with a new topic, the human circulatory system. Hope that I will be able to explain all this and you all will watch and give your likes also for that. So come back to the studies. The human circulatory system. What is the circulatory system? Circulatory system means that in Hindi it is called as the परिसंचरण तंत्र. परिसंचरण मतलब होता है एक जगह से दूसरी जगह पर जाना. So in human beings, the food that we take and the nutrient that we get from that and the energy that we take from the food, so all that the energy, it is absorbed by the different cells of the body. The cells are able to get that nutrition with the help of blood, because in our body, blood is the only method to transport all these nutrients to the different body cells. So in human circulatory system, it is very important to know that how many organs are associated for that, for this system. So first organ is the heart, then arteries, then veins, then capillaries, and then after the blood. I have told about the blood, that blood is the liquid tissue and it transported all the enzymes, all the nutrients and all the hormones to all the body cells. Then after, there are two terms also, the arteries and veins. The arteries and veins, and then after the capillaries also. These all are the part of the blood also. Means, why I'm saying that it is the part, because the blood flows in very narrow tubes like structures. These tubes are called as the arteries and veins. So what are the arteries? Arteries are the thick walled tubes. They are called as they carry the oxygenated blood. Means the blood that is having oxygen in it, that is called as arteries. And then after the veins, what are the veins? Veins are the narrow tube-like structure, and in this tube, the deoxygenated blood is flowing. Means the blood that is having the carbon dioxide in it. And then after the capillaries are the smaller tubules, very small tubules that are inserted inside the cells of the body, and from there they exchange they lie between the arteries and veins, and they exchange the materials from the arteries into the veins. Then after, the very important organ, that is the heart. So what is the function of the heart? Heart is the organ that pumps blood to the whole part of our body, and it is the organ that is responsible for the exchange, or that is responsible for the oxygenation of the blood, so that the CO2 should not be consumed too much in our body. Now we will read about first of all we will read about the structure of the heart. The human heart is four-chambered. It is four-chambered. The upper two chambers are called as the auricles, and the lower two chambers are called as the ventricles. Means auricles and ventricles. So here is the diagram of the anatomy of heart. Means it is the LS, longitudinal section of the heart. So here I have drawn. Here you can see, this is the left auricle, this is the left ventricle, this is the right auricle, this is the right ventricle. Why I have written it is here the left and here the right? Because when we stand like this, this is our left side and this is our right side, and our heart is placed at the left side of our body. So this is the LS of the heart. So this is the diagram of the anatomy. This is the anatomy of heart. So the upper two chambers are called as the auricles, and the lower two chambers are called as the ventricles. And both the auricles and ventricles of the heart, they are separated with each other with a long septum that is called as the interventricular septum. With this the left side and the right side both are totally differentiated with each. Now, in the let's start the function of the heart. How the heart works, we will see now. Look here. As we know that our heart is four chambered, the upper two chambers are called as the auricle and the lower two chambers are called as the ventricles. So when the in the last session we have read about the about lungs, the function of the lungs, and we have to I have told that the oxygen is absorbed and the CO2 is released. So this CO2 is easily absorbed in our blood. Then what happens when it get mixed with the blood? Our blood becomes deoxygenated. So all the deoxygenated blood, it is collected from the whole part of our body with the help of vena cava. That is the main vein, vena cava. It is the veins, because veins carry the deoxygenated blood. So it is collected from the whole part of the body and then comes to the right auricle. And when the right auricle get filled with the blood, then the valve between that, it gets open and the whole blood comes into the right ventricle. Then what happens? With the right ventricle, pulmonary artery is also connected. Pulmonary artery. And what it does? This pulmonary artery collects all the deoxygenated blood from here and takes to the lungs. Then what happens? Then after the process of the exchange of the gases takes place and the blood becomes oxygenated. When this oxygenated blood, the blood gets oxygenated, then with the help of the pulmonary veins, it comes to the left auricle. And when this oxygenated blood is filled in the left auricle, it gets pressurized and then the wall between them, it gets open and the whole blood comes into the left ventricle. And here in the left ventricle, the main artery or the aorta is connected. And this aorta or the main artery is then bifurcated into the numerous arteries and even after into the small capillaries also. So with the help of these, the oxygenated blood goes to the different body cells. And then when it goes, then again the process of the respiration performs and the oxygenated blood is absorbed there and the deoxygenated blood then again comes from to the with the help of the vena cava to the right auricle, then left ventricle, and then again this cycle performs. And because here in the human circulatory system, not a single cycle works. Here the double cycle works for the circulation of the blood. Thus, this circulatory system is also called as the double circulatory system.